Hey, welcome to the Sunday Preview here at St. Lawrence O'Toole and Sacred Heart Churches for the 27th of December. It's 2 days after Christmas and it's the Feast of the Holy Family. So we've got a beautiful reading about the Holy Family today for Sunday's Mass. And it's from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 2. When the days were completed for their purification according to the law of Moses, they took him up to Jerusalem to present him to the Lord, just as it is written in the law of the Lord. Every male that opens the womb shall be consecrated to the Lord, and to offer a sacrifice of a pair of turtle doves or 2 young pigeons, in accordance with the dictate of the law of the Lord. When they had fulfilled all the prescriptions of the law of the Lord, they returned to Galilee, to their own town of Nazareth. The child grew and became strong, filled with wisdom, and the favor of God was upon him. The Gospel of the Lord. Maybe it's been a tough year for families. So many families have lost somebody in the pandemic, and it's probably a Christmas in which many of you are celebrating, but with a real somber tone because of sickness and death. And today we celebrate this feast of the Holy Family of Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. And the reason this story is in the Bible in the first place is because our Lord wanted us to realize that he came into a real life family, just like ours, that he experienced the joys and the sorrows of family life and the tragedies and the setbacks that we face as well. That when he came into our history, he really did insert himself into our own experiences. And so he knows what it's like for us to suffer. He knows what it's like to be misunderstood. The gospel relates how many of his relatives rejected him. And so often we experience the same thing. It's beautiful to know that we've got a Lord who knows what we go through. But his family, Mary and Joseph and Jesus himself, are also a model for us. And their simple life back in the town of Nazareth, a small town, you can almost imagine how they lived, simply, humbly, in poverty, making a living, doing the work they had to do every day. And one of the great mysteries of Jesus' life is that he spent so many years in obscurity, so many years in a small town that helped shape him who he was. I suppose if he had wanted to, he could have just descended to earth as a full-grown man and began his work saving the world. But there was something essential about those hidden years in Nazareth, in those years of humility and poverty, years of silence where we don't hear anything from him. The only thing we know is that he went up to Nazareth with Mary and Joseph, and he was obedient to them. That in itself is a whole lesson about the humility of God and the humility that we need to live as well. God could have left this whole part of Jesus' life out, and he wanted us to realize the value and the importance of living a commitment in a family life, of living in love and sacrifice and mutual service. Maybe as we go into the new year, we can recommit ourselves to our family lives, to make them a place of peace and of service, of joy.